Hi, I'm a missing royal family member that went missing 33 years ago from the royal palace. Not the palace itself, but the castle. See the castle one? The Westminster Castle. I was in the palace, I was on the throne for about 6 months. They got sick of me. They put their crowns back on, got rid of me. Camilla became my queen even though she's a commoner. I don't know how you can do that. I don't even know how Princess Diana could become Princess Diana when she was just a lady Diana. Becomes Princess Diana. And then the person that calls herself Queen Elizabeth II is actually my mother's oldest sister. And she's my aunt, which makes her a princess. See, it's princesses that are the oldest ones. Queens are the youngest. The queens are the youngest of the line, the bloodline. The last of the bloodline. And I'm the last of the bloodline and the kings. But my hair's a mess, my face is a mess. They've kept me up for the last... Well, they've been hitting me with electronic warfare for the last 3 years. Another thing is, they've beaten me, broke my hip, fractured my vertebrae. What else? I can barely think because I caught 4 people out in the garden with electronic warfare technology. They got into 2 black Land Rovers and then drove away quickly. It looked like somebody from the government or something like that, some type of security. Harry and William can't even give their wives their second names. Kate keeps her second name, yet Kate should be called a queen because how can Kate have a king? Come on, get a grip, people. William's only supposedly a prince. He's not even a prince, he's a duke. And how can Kate have a fucking king? How can 2 commoners have a king? It's impossible. So I went missing at the age of 3, right? They put me into a nursery in Midlothian. In that nursery I'd been chloroformed from the palace, put into a car, to the airport, drugged. When I woke up, they kept telling me I was Stuart Mackey. This was all planned. No, you're Stuart Mackey. No, that's just what I can remember. We're getting flashbacks. And other things like my apprentice coming up to me in the street. He laughed. I don't know why he laughed. He says, fucking your ex-boss talking to that Andrew of Windsor. I says, Andrew of Windsor? He's not even a Windsor. He calls himself a Windsor to fit in with my mother, the youngest, that married the King of Great Britain, the Hidden King. Great King Charles the very first. And they had me 34 years ago. So either that or I'm Great King George. I'm Great King George and I'm Great King Charles, one of the two. You see, the thing is, I'm mixed up because that little boy nobody knew before. The other boy that sits on the throne beside his mother the other month there, nobody knew before him. He calls himself King Charles as well. The other one calls himself King Charles as well. How can two people call themselves King Charles? The third, or 3 people. Another thing is, it should be me on that throne, not him. He's just a schoolboy. It's my birthright to be on that throne, but I've been beaten, I've been tortured, Saudi Arabia's involved, people from Japan, people from the Commonwealth Canada, America, Trump, everybody's involved because they all want me for my money. You see, I was born with 24 trillion on my birth certificate, maybe more than that. And they two diamonds are in my name. Ask him if he can pick those diamonds up. I bet you can't. Ask him why he has to wear gloves and why she has to wear gloves. It's my mother's rules. My mother is the youngest of those sisters. There's Margaret, and then there's my mother, and her name's hidden from the public. She doesn't do duty, they do duty for her. He should be doing duty for me, but instead he's fighting against me, torturing me through the Ark of the Covenant and Eye of the Beholder. I'm getting sick of this. They've already abused me, abused my human rights. They've paid people to come and do me in. They've done me in Glasgow, you can see the scarring across the side of my head. They've broke my hip, fractured my vertebrae, kneecapped me and left me for dead in my own head. They took the camera footage and they took the guy that worked there away. He disappeared. They put a new guy in through the council. The council's messing me around as well, along with the police force. The police force are treating me like shit. MI5's treating me like shit. MI6 is treating me like shit. HQ should be doing something about this. I'm sick of it. None of them are princes or anything. Ask them. None of them are majesties. They say that in public. But none of them have it on their birth certificates. Ask them to see their birth certificates. Ask so-called Prince King Philip to see his birth certificate. It doesn't say His Majesty. It's a totally different name. Same with the man that calls himself King Charles. Same with the other one. Same with the other guy. Same with them all. Ask Prince William to see his birth certificate. Ask Prince Harry to see his birth certificate. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. I've been up for 8 nights straight. No sleep. They keep hitting me with electronic warfare or some type of warfare. Hunter Biden, the President of the United States, involved. So's all the world governments. And they're all pounding me and laughing at me. I'm getting sick of it. The police come, check me, speak to me like shit, and then they leave. They don't put the reports in. I'm going to end up hanging officers. I'm going to hang the heads of departments, especially security departments, like MI5 and MI6. And special branch, I'm going to sack a lot of them and start again for this behaviour. I've got to deal with the Duchesses of Great Britain and the Dukes of Great Britain. Stand up for me and there'll be no rent at all. And you'll get money for standing up for me. Another thing is, billionaires like Musk wants to put factories in Britain. I'll do it tax free for every company that stands up for me, tax free. Every security firm that stands up for me will get a kilo bar of gold. And their agents will get 10-ounce bars. Maybe in tender I can give you a billion each. Easily, I've got 24 trillion. I'll give you a billion each. A bar of gold each for whoever stands up for me. Please, world, please don't let them do this to me. I'm His Royal Highness of Great Britain. And everybody's involved.